things. Oh, hold on. Because I'm shy. Tell me what kind of man will treat a woman so cold, and treat you like you're nothing when you're worth more than gold. Good to me, you're like a diamond. I love the way you shine. I heard you made that a treasure. I give the world to make you my la 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 la. I put a string of pearl right in your hand. Make love on the beach with jet black sand. Outside in the rain, we can do it all night. I hope to do the places he would not, and some you never knew will get you high. Nothing is forbidden when we touch, baby. I wanna do all the things a man won't do. I do things for you, baby. I wanna do all the things a man won't do. I do them for you. Alright, I wore the glasses because I'm really shy when I look at the camera. So now that the tutorial is about to begin, I'm gonna take them off. The song is called Joe, All the Things by Joe. It comes from the 1997 album called All That I Am. Alright, so let's get a close-up. So the intro and the verse share the same chords. There's sections of it that gets played a bit differently, but for the most part the chords are exactly the same. Alright, so we start off with B major 7 on the 7th fret. So A, B, okay? Okay. Take a look at the diagram so that you see which strings are being played. Okay, so okay, that's how you arpeggiate it. And the next chord is a D flat over E flat. So on the 6th fret, okay, don't play the first string. Okay, there is a hammer on and a pull off on the 2nd string here. Okay, so the reason why this is a D flat over E flat is because this is a D flat, right? And then you change the bass to D flat, D, E flat, right? Alright. And then once it's done with the hammer on and pull off, you go on to play D flat 9 suspended 4. So you just bar on the 4th fret all the strings from 1 to 5. Okay, but you only play up to the 2nd string in the first one. Sorry. Alright. And once that's done, you play a B flat 7 really quick, or okay, or, and then the next chord is, so this B flat 7 is on the 6th fret, and the next chord is a D diminished 7. So you start, so that's on the 5th fret. Alright, so I'll show you how to break that down. So you start off with on the 5th fret with your middle finger, right? So 5, and then the string below 6, and the string below that 4, and then the string below that is 5. Okay, now this pointer is barring string 3 and 1 on the 4th fret. Okay, so 5, 6, 4, play those really quick. So, okay, or all right, cool. And then once that's done, you go to a chord called E flat minor 9. So it's a little bit of a stretch, and I'll show you guys some modification that you can use. So on the 6th fret, obviously that's where the E flat is, and then the next your pointer is on the 4th fret, right? So, and then after that you're back to the 6th fret for these two, and then technically you're also supposed to have a note here, but we're not gonna play that, right? Now, you can arpeggiate it like that, or if this is too much of a stretch, don't play it, just play these 2 strings here on the 6th fret. Now, take a look at the diagram so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, for 2 measure. And then you play an A flat minor 7 on the 4th fret. Alright, so just bar the whole 4th fret. Okay, don't play the 1st string. Okay, and once it's done that, then he changes it to an A flat minor 11. So okay, so that's what makes it an A minor 11. This note here, which is a D flat on the 2nd string. Okay, so this goes from here to here, and that's how you get an A minor 11. So that's the first passage. He comes back to it one more time. But this time, when he plays the D flat 9 suspended 4, he has this note here on the 6th fret, right? Okay, so, all right. Sure you try that again. All right, and then he moves on to a B flat 7, and if you listen to a record, it's gonna sound like this. Okay, so you can totally hear these two. Okay, and then when he plays the D diminished 7 instead of this, you can hear this note here, which is a B note. So it goes like this. And then, okay. So this is the B. So you don't play the whole thing, you just play 3 strings. 5th string on the 5th fret, and then on the 2nd string, 6th fret, and then 7th string, 1st fret. Okay, so that's it. So. And then E flat minor 9, and then A flat minor 7 with an A flat minor 11. One more time. Okay, so that's the intro. Now, when the chorus comes along, it gets played very similar to that 2nd passage, in terms of the. Okay, so B flat major 7, D flat over E flat. Okay, so you don't just do this; you actually do, and so that's how you play it in the chorus. Okay, the exact same chords. So let's move on. So now going back to the verse, so D flat over E flat is the first chord. Okay, once, and then the second time there's a hammer on and pull off. All right, and then A flat minor 7, or okay, and then A flat minor 11, and then it sounds like this. Listen to the record, you can actually hear that. There's actually an instrumental of the song on YouTube if you guys want to check it out. All right. So he does that twice. Okay. But the second time, he plays an A flat minor 11 and a B flat 7 in succession. So once he's done with this, he goes. Alright, so a B flat minor, B flat 7 on the 6th fret. Alright, then he goes back. Once you go back here to that A flat minor 7, you go to the pre-chorus. Right? Dun, 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 dun. And that's when he sings I Put a String of Pearl right in your hand. So you start off with a pre-chorus. It's an A flat minor 7. Okay, don't play the first string. And then you go to the 6th fret, play a B flat minor 7. Okay, and then up a half step or just 1 fret, and then you play a B minor 7. Okay, and then a full 2 frets or a whole step on the 9th fret, and you play a D flat minor 7. Okay, and there is a hammer on the 2nd string. Okay, and then back to a B minor 7. And then this time you can actually play this if you want. Alright. And then E9. So E9 is on the 7th fret. This is how I played it. So essentially what you have here is you start off with a E here, the E note on the 7th fret. Right? And then you go to the 6th fret, and that's what makes it a 9. And then you bar the last 3 strings here on the 9th fret. So, okay. If it's too hard, just do this. All right. Then don't play this one. But what it's doing, what we are doing on the record is we are strumming it down and pausing there. So, okay. So that's the part of the song where they say, "Put a string of pearl right in your hand, make love on a beach like sand, outside in the rain." Okay. And the next chord is a G flat major 7 on the 9th fret. And you only really play three notes or 3 strings. Right, so 5th, 3rd, and 2nd. Okay, G flat major 7. And then A flat major 7 on the 11th fret. So this is a bit hard because I have an Allen string, but it will be easier if you're using a steel string guitar because the neck is a bit longer. Okay, but this is what you're playing. So. And then back to a G flat major 7 on the 9th fret, and then go to the 8th fret and play an F minor 7 here. Okay. So once you get here, you can, in the record, you actually go back to G flat minor 7 really quick. It's a bit hard if you sing it at the same time, but it goes like this. And then back to an A flat minor 7 on the 4th fret. Okay? So that part is, we can do it all night. Okay, and then go back. So, and then you play everything that we just played up to E9. Alright, so A flat minor 7, out to the place, B flat minor 7, he would not, B minor 7, and some you never knew get you hot. Okay, D flat minor 7 on the 9th fret, then go back to B minor 7. Nothing is forbidden. Okay, E9. Again, you would notice that we just played the exact same thing earlier. Okay, but this time we only play F minor 7 flat 5. Okay, when we touch, so F minor 7 is like this, and then a flat 5 just means that the fifth of the chords is a flat and a half step. So this is the fifth of an F minor 7, which would be a C, and it becomes a B. Okay, so that F minor 7, F minor 7 flat 5. Okay, and the way they play it is like this. Okay, this note this chord we've already seen it. It's a B flat 7. So out to the places he will not, and so you never knew get you out. Nothing is forbidden when we touch. Alright. Cool. So that's the end of the pre-chorus, and then once that's done, it goes back to the chorus. Baby, B major 7. I wanna do E flat over E flat. All the things you meant to do, I do them for you. Alright, so that's the whole song. It's gonna take a bit of practice because, as you noticed, all of the chords are bar chords. There's not a single open chords in that song. But I believe you guys will get it. There are some resources in the description to help you out of chords, scales, and bar chords if you guys need that. Alright, so have fun, all the things.